Hello. Hi, friends. So, this is Gerald. Welcome back. Yes, we are finally live. So, just give it a minute for the live for the people to come up because apparently the algorithms take a while to recommend the video to people around. Looks like there's an airplane here. I thought only Pongo has airplane. Yeah, so let's give it a minute for everyone to hop on board. Welcome, welcome. So, today we'll be talking about autoplays. We'll be talking about why auto place. And this is the last chance to buy, I think, a cheap EC before the price will probably spike. And I'll tell you why. It's because of land cost. But I'll dig deep in the numbers. Just give it a minute before we get started. Yeah, so we have a table of content that we're going to be covering. So today we talk about why this is the last chance to ballot affordable EC. We're going to talk a little bit about the layout, analyze the layout plan, what unit types are available, and last but not least, I'm going to talk more about submitting of your e-application. If you're new, e-app basically is an indication of interest. So if you're not sure what e-app is, stay around. I'll explain to you in a little bit. And yeah, last but not least, I'm going to talk about our free in-depth training that we'll be conducting tonight, right at Autoplace. Okay, all right, so let's get started. Hi everyone, this is Gerald. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we're going to be talking about Autoplace. Why Autoplace? It's going to walk you through the place. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me at any point of time. I'm gonna back camera. Okay, so now let's go through the showroom. So this is how the showroom looks like. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk through. Yeah. Okay, so while showing you the place, I'm gonna talk about why this is really the last chance to ballot, and why it's really important is because if you don't submit application or indication of interest, known as the e-app, you will not be eligible to ballot, or you won't find out the price. They will not reveal the price to you, and you will not be given a chance to ballot for a slot. Yeah, indication of interest is free, so you must do it. The deadline is actually tomorrow, but I have heard of cases people who submit at the last minute because there's a lot of documentation. They fail to submit in time, so therefore they did not get a slot. So if you're ever considering, you're not sure whether it's right for you, please, I beg you, just submit first. Okay, so this is the the model. Yeah, as you can see, beautiful model. Okay, so now let's talk about uh, why ECs are great. Yeah, so all Singaporeans are entitled to true subsidized housing, and EC is considered a subsidized housing. So you get to buy you get to enjoy full condo facilities while paying significantly lesser. So if you look at the start of this place, right? Beautiful entrance. So fully sheltered all the way to the MRT. So this connects all the way to the Tengah West MRT. And then we go further down, this is where the car park is. All the way, the car park is inside. Yeah, so the good thing about this is that actually no unit uh, will face the bin center as well as the substation because all of those are underground. Yeah, so all even the units over here, right? They do not face the substation at all. So you will not even see the rubbish truck. It will go by in here from the entrance all the way in underground. So different entrance compared to the a car park. Yeah, so they have 70% car park, which is quite great. Compared to other places, I think only have 50% car park space. Yeah, so another reason why I love Autoplace in particular, this is my own personal opinion, is that I feel that it has a very, very good exit plan. Because if you've heard about Tengah, you know how many BTOs are coming up in this area. And if when people, earn their first pot of gold from BTO, because BTO are also subsidized, where do you think they want to exit to? Right? They're gonna think of, hey, I want to upgrade to a condo, and the nearest condo to where they are used to living in Tengah is Auto Place. So that's why I feel that because Auto Place is surrounded by a lot of HDB, right, exit is going to be relatively easier moving forward. And in terms of features, right, it has tennis court, They have your pickleball court, futsal court, big swimming pool, large development. So in terms of criteria, it is a friendly development. I think a lot of places which are extremely small. So small developments don't have very nice facilities, doesn't feel as grand. That makes exiting a lot harder. So this one is surrounded by a lot of HDBs with the relative ease of exiting. That makes it easier to exit in the future. Yeah. So if we look at pricing, right? I think one concern a lot of people have is that, hey, what if it's so expensive? Or is this considered a good price or not? Okay, so one of the main factor, right, is to look at how much the developer is paying for the land. Because if developer is willing to pay expensive, number one, developer is confident it will sell out. Number two, if they buy expensive, this means that you have to buy even more expensive from the developer. But what if the developer can buy the plot of land cheap? So if the developer can buy it cheap, this means that you get to enjoy a discounted entry price. And the good thing about entering cheap, right, is that it is safer because if all your neighbors are paying a premium, your property is the cheapest. You don't need to worry about selling at top dollars. You just need to match your neighbor next door. That's it. You've made a fat profit. Whereas people who buy in at a huge premium, they have to pay or rather sell at a new high in order to exit. And if you want to push to the new highest price, right, it's always more difficult than matching what is already accepted in the market. So in terms of psychology, it's a lot easier to exit lah. Okay, so this is the facilities. You can see there's a beautiful sanctuary, pavilion, nice reflection pond. So if you're a hipster, hey, this is the hipster area. And one of my favorite features is actually the gourmet dining lounge by the lazy river. So if you see this, yeah, this gourmet dining lounge is, they have glass windows on both sides. Hey, hi Yami, nice to meet you. Yeah, so the lazy river is great. View on both sides, and you can have your own private chef. So he has full cooking facilities um, by the lazy river. So very beautiful uh, view, especially at night when you can see the uh, glowing reflection pond. Okay, so oh, it's Brandon. Right. Sorry, I saw your username. I didn't see your name. Okay, so let's look at pricing, right? Novo Place is right beside Auto Place. Yeah, later I'll show you the map because someone is looking at the map right now. So let's not disturb them. So in terms of Auto Place, is right beside Novo Place. So Novo Place and Orel of Tampines, if you guys don't know, are the past two EC launches. So in terms of how much the developer paid for these two plot of land, for Novo, the developer paid $703 per square foot. For Orel at Tampines, the developer paid $729. Right. So of course, Tampines was at a premium because Tampines is more popular compared to say Bukit Batok, Tengah, this area. But more importantly is what is the bottom line? How much more did this $26 difference in developers' cost translated to? So in terms of selling price, the average selling price for Novo Place is 1655 per square foot, and for Orel of Tampines, it is 1765. So pretty much $110 per square foot difference. So this means if you buy, let's say, 1,000 square foot unit, you need to pay $110,000 more. The developer paid, $26 more, and consumer paid almost 110,000 more just to buy the exact same size of unit, right? Then the question is, how much is Auto Place worth? Okay, so we are at a time where tariffs hit, and at this point, tariffs hit, interest rate, we are at a huge uncertainty on interest rate. There is more cooling measure, 4 years stamp duty. So at this point in time, do you think the developer dare to price Auto Place at a huge premium or more conservatively so that they can sell it out? So based on my understanding, the developer is a bit fearful, more fearful compared to us individuals selling our own home, right? So therefore, the indicative price that we were told is 1,600 per square feet. The developer bought this place at 701 per square feet, and the indicative is 1,600 per square feet. So this means at compared to Orel of Tampines, right? If you buy, let's say, a thousand square feet place, the savings would be approximately 160,000 dollars of savings compared to, yeah. Okay, so let's look at opportunity cost. So even if you don't consider this auto place, let's look at the next one. The next one is at Pasir Ris Loyang, right? Then the subsequent one again at Tampines. Do you know what's the cost price for the land bid over there? So at Pasir Ris Loyang, the developer paid 729 per square feet, or $28 more compared to auto place. And Tampines, the developer paid $67 more. Right, so if you translate that to how much more it would cost as your end at the end consumer, I'm gonna guess. So my best guess is that the final price will be 1,750 per square foot for Pasir Ris Loyang, and Tampines will be 1,860. Conservatively, I'm going to estimate the prices will be around there. So this means if you buy Novo compared to Pasir Ris or Tampines, you're looking at savings from anywhere from 150,000 to as much as $250,000 cheaper. Or in percentage terms, 8.5% to 17% cheaper. Yes, a lot, right? That's crazy, eh? Yeah, so if you want to find out more, like, hey, I want to buy auto place, then there's so many units over here. Which one is a good place? Went black, ah. Now okay. Now black again. Now is it still black? Now it's okay. Okay, awesome. Sorry, my friend's telling me that my life is black. Oh, okay. Now I know why. Basically, I cannot switch screens on my phone. If I switch screens on my phone, it will black out. Okay, so if you're looking at all the different development, right? Yeah, you're not sure, hey, should I choose stack 20 on the top, or 34, or 32, or 30, or 28? Should I go for low floor, high floor? Like here, you're near the highway, right? So highway, if you choose a high unit, you're gonna have a lot of noise. So near highway, you might prefer, or it might be more advantageous to choose lower floor. But wait, different sizes as well. There's a smaller flat, bigger flat. If I want a small flat, is there a small flat over here? If you are having difficulty choosing the right unit, I'm happy to share that tonight we'll be having a free training on how to pick the best unit by Autoplace expert Andrew Ho. So 7:30 p.m. tonight, you get to learn how to choose the best units for yourself. And if you'd like to find out to come for this seminar tonight, feel free to please WhatsApp me at 8755-31110. Then you can find out which or learn how to pick the best units in this place. Okay, so let's look at our next content. Okay, so now let's talk about the e-app. Yeah, in the meantime, let's go and enjoy the showroom. Okay, so tonight let's talk about why you must submit your e-app today. Submitting an e-app is free. A lot of people think that, hey, if I submit means I must commit. That is not true. Okay, so let's see how big this is. This is the three bedroom luxury plus study. The study. Let me show you the study. Okay, so this is the living room. Nice big area. And the balcony. Yeah. Oh, this is the really luxury study. There's one layout where the study is actually really more like a cabinet space rather than a study, but this one is a full size study. Okay, so for layout and in terms of why you must submit e-app today, right? There's if you have no indication of interest, you are unable to view the price. Of course, agents will share the price, but the problem is not the price; is that you will not be given a chance to ballot. And tomorrow is the last day to submit your e-app, and people who submit at last minute may not get a chance to submit, because at the end it is up to your agent to actually fill up all the form. And you know how long the form is, like 2 over hours just to fill up everything, right? If they don't submit in time to HDB for HDB to approve, this means you will not be able to view your view the price and get a chance to throw in your ballot. Yeah, whether you throw in your ballot or not is optional. So at that point, you say, hey, you know what? Too expensive. You can always back out. But if you never submit your indication of interest, the form, the documentation to HDB, you will not be able to, you'll not be given any chance of. Yeah, and the worst part is if your case is complicated, like for example, there are cases where people earn slightly more than the income cap 16,000. Let's say you earn $16,200. How? You can submit your appeal. Again, all these things take time. So please submit your indication of interest, even if you're on the fence, because this gives you flexibility to uh, uh, choose whether you want to continue or withdraw your application early on. And the reason why, again, is because this is the last chance to get it cheap already. The next condo is going to be at least or approximately 150,000 to as much as $200,000 more than this place. And other areas, the exit plan may not be as good. Over here, it's like, the number of BTOs here in Tengah, it's like crazy, right? I think there's like 3 BTO areas here, large plots of land, thousands of units over here. This is where you can exit to in the future. So future exit plans secured. Another reason, yeah, so let's walk through the showroom once more. Okay, for those of you who are new, welcome. This is Gerald, and today we're gonna be walking through the showroom while I explain how or why it's really important. If you're brand new, you've not you've been exposed to executive condominium, the most important thing is you must submit your e-app, because if you don't submit your e-application, which is rather an indication of interest, but actually we need to apply to HDB to get approval lah. If you don't submit this today, the price is no use, because you will not be given a chance to ballot. Yeah, so very, very important. Submit your e-application. And if you don't know or don't have someone to assist you, you can always WhatsApp me and I can help you get it done today. So these are all the different unit types. So tonight, we're going to have a free training on how to select the best unit for yourself. So you're going to do layout analysis, analyze which is the best unit types to choose, how to choose. So this place starts with uh, 872 square feet, the 3 bedroom deluxe. This is the smallest unit. The difference between this and the C2 type is this one has one bathroom less. Let me see. Yeah, this one has one bathroom less. One, two. Yes, this one has one bathroom less. If you look over here, there's no bathroom here. And if you look at this, there is a washer here. So that's the difference. Yeah, so if you do not get a helper at home, is it really necessary to get the extra bathroom and pay for it? Yeah, so this one also has an additional study, but if you look at it, it's more like an extra storage space, which can be used as a study. What I always want in my study is, of course, a window, which this doesn't have, sadly. Yeah, so if you want the extra space, you want this extra space here, and a slightly wider living room, this option might be for you. If not, actually, this is a lot more economical. Yeah, so this unit type is 14% of the development, and this unit type, the slightly larger one, is 20% of the development. So in this development, just in case you're new, there's only 3 bedroom and 4 bedroom types, just that different variation of 3 bedrooms. So this is a 3 bedroom deluxe C1, 3 bedroom deluxe plus study, and 3 bedroom deluxe plus study. The difference between that and this is that the study, so this one, the foyer is different. And this one has a long balcony. So this one, the kitchen goes to the balcony and to the living room. So you have a very long balcony over here, right? Compared to this other unit type. The kitchen is over here compared to here. So this one really feels luxurious because you have a big balcony, kitchen straight to the balcony. Yeah, when you host guests, you can bring them out. It feels super nice, right? And there's a slightly larger room, C4. Yeah. Okay, so this one is the study room is inside the master bedroom. So that was what we have seen. It feels extra spacious like your hotel rooms, because normally in the master bedroom there's only a little bit of space on your left and then some space on your right. But over here you have one full room which you can put a baby cot if you want to. If not, you can even make it your walk-in wardrobe. You wake up, walk into a massive wardrobe. It just feels luxurious. And over here, you see the layout, right? This white color wall means it can be hacked. So you can actually merge a lot of the rooms together. Yeah. So for this particular layout, the balcony does not connect to the kitchen. Unlike this previous layout where you have they call this, what's it called again? The party balcony, right? Is it called celebration balcony or celebration layout? Yeah. So other variation. Then now we move on to the 4 bedroom types. For 4 bedroom, there's only two variation. Uh, yeah, the 1012 square feet or the 1195 square feet. Yeah, so bear in mind all this. If you see the aircon ledge, this is no longer considered uh, in your pricing as well as your space because this is under the new ruling known as harmonization. So these are removed. Last time, what happened is that developers would sneakily add this as extra space that they give to you and then charge you for it. But now they can't because due to the new harmonization rule. So it is more transparent for consumers now. Okay, so let's move on to the 4 bedroom. Let's take a look. Sorry, guys, I DC'd for a while, and we're back. Okay, so this is the 4 bedroom deluxe plus study. This is a smaller variation. So the other one, the D2, is even larger. The main difference is the balcony. Over there, they have the balcony size twice as large as this. So this is a nice balcony area, enough for a couple to sit. And if you're worried about rain outside, there's always the zip track. So the zip track is waterproof. It would prevent water from coming in here as long as you bring it up, put it down, then it's fine. If not, flooded already. Confirm. Okay, so now let's move on to the kitchen. And one thing I noticed over here, if you can stand back, right? Notice the ceiling height. Right, it's taller than HDB. Normally HDB, my mom's place is like what, 2.7? This is 2.9. Yeah, so it actually feels super spacious. Doesn't feel as claustrophobic. Even some of the new condos that you go to, right? Now I think some of the ones in town actually only 2.7. So then you feel like the height difference. This is 2.7. You feel the difference? Yeah, but of course over here, they yeah. Yeah, so this is compared to C1 and C2, the 3 bedroom. What you're paying for is this extra space. Is it nice? What do you think? Yeah, so bomb shelter is standard. And if you look here, you have this is provided Wi-Fi series, gas stove with ventilation. Yes, so can cook over here without worries. Okay. Yeah, so you look at the room. So the whole idea here is that they want to show that this is a hackable wall. So this one you can go, put your display cabinet, play mahjong in here. In fact, it's big enough that you can put a queen size bed. So this is the common bathroom. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I can just stop and show you. For those on TikTok, I might not be able to see the comments. And if I miss out your comments, I apologize. Because right now I'm using this streaming app that allows me to stream to multiple platforms at the same time. Yeah, so here's the study. Yeah. If for those of you who are new, who just joined us, this is Gerald. We are walking through Auto Place EC. You have a nice queen size bed. And yeah, see, there's enough space. How big? Can I see the info on how big? This doesn't feel like 8.5. It feels like what, 9 square meter? 9 square meter, I think. Yeah, basket, never write the size. But yeah, it's a bit larger than your 8.5 square meter, 8 square meter room. So you can fit a queen size and still have some space on the right. Yeah, so if you put a super single, it's super spacious. You can even put like a table here. And what I really love, again, ceiling height. Ceiling height. Yeah. So this is the master bedroom. Yeah, so again, for those of you who have been with me all this while, I apologize if I repeat Yeah, so I'm repeating for those who are new. Uh, it is very, very important. Oh my God, look at the window at the bathroom. Yes, ventilation. How much? How much per square foot? So the exact price will only be reviewed 2 days from now. The exact price will be reviewed 2 days from now, but on our end, we have received an indicative price of 1,600 per square foot. So it depends on the size that you get. Mm. Yeah, but comparatively, I think this one is going to be the last more affordable option already, because the next upcoming two ECs, right? The developer paid so much more for their costs, the land costs, at least 20 plus dollars to 60 plus dollars PSF more. So then when they charge the end consumer, right, you're looking at least 4 to 5 times more. So then the end cost for end consumers would be like 100 to as much as 200 PSF more. Yeah, so $100 per PSF, right, would translate to 150K more, just to buy like a 1,000 square feet place, or 120K more. Yeah, so, and today is the second last day for you to submit your e-app. So you really should submit your e-app. It is free. What you do need is to prepare your documentation, your IC front back, and your email, your good email address to submit. Yeah, so if you submit an indication of interest today, you will be the first to know about the price when it's released, and more importantly, you'll be given a chance to ballot. So once you ballot, if you're lucky, you're number one, you get the best unit, or number 10, right? You still get a fantastic chance to get a wonderful unit. Oh, that's crazy. Eh? You know, today, Linden Woods just launched, right? The other condo. It was what, 90% sold in one day. Yeah, but trust me, EC sure fly. But more importantly, you need to submit your indication of interest, which is known as your e-app. Without it, you cannot even try for this, because there's an additional layer for this. Is reason being is that we need time, or rather HDB requires that we send the information to HDB before you can even ballot, because after all, you're getting a subsidy. Yeah, so that's the problem. Then a lot of people don't know about it. They think, hey, once I know the price already, then I submit an interest. By then it's too late. You are not eligible to apply for the EC. Yeah, so if you look at the map, here's where we are. Auto Place here, Novo Place here. So Auto Place is launched later than Novo Place. Same price. This one, 100% sold. Yes, 100% sold. What do you think this will sell? 100% confirm. Yeah, then this is where all the HDBs are. Yeah, so next time when these people MOP already, they want to exit, where do you think they want to buy? Condo, they look at here, they look at here. And among these two, this is newer. Yeah, so actually if you look at the layout comparison between Novo Place and Auto Place, right? Uh, the the developer actually took a lot of feedback from the residents here and improved on the layout for this. Yeah, because they have some complaints on what was it? I can't remember what were some of the complaints they have for this particular layout. Then this layout, they worked on it and improved. Yeah. Okay. Any nearby malls or MRT? Yes. This is fully sheltered to Tengah Park MRT. Fully sheltered. 4 minutes to Tengah Park MRT. So this will be completed around the same time where you can move in. This goes straight to your Jurong East MRT. 3 stops, 1, 2, 3. Actually, right, this is the nearest MRT. This MRT is 2 stops, just cross over MRT already. But right now they don't have a road across. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe if enough residents feedback to the developer can put one traffic light, boom, crossover 2 minutes to MRT. Otherwise, 4 minutes fully sheltered to Tengah Park MRT. Yeah, so that's what it's at right now. Nearest mall. I think they did mention what was the mall. Plantation Plaza is the nearest mall to here. So you need to take one train up. Yeah, Plaza is new, I think. So I don't know whether there's going to be a supermarket. There should be lah. If not, no supermarket would be weird, right? Right now, the nearest as of today should be Le Quest. If not, you need for food center. This one, 10 minutes walk. I did a video on it. Then Jam Westgate. Oh, you know lah. This one is the usual place. Yeah. So what are the chances, right? EC fully sheltered MRT, that's super, 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 super rare. Mm. Yeah. So as long as you are mildly interested, again, please submit the e-app because after, okay, the worry is that people wait until last minute tomorrow then submit. But the problem is, you know how much backlog the agents have. Today, they probably need to stay until like 4 a.m. just to clear today's one. If they cannot clear tomorrow, they'll try again. If they cannot clear by tomorrow, 2359, right? Those failed to submit in time will be rejected, meaning they don't get a chance to ballot, even though they send to. Yeah, so even those that submit their indication of interest, they submit to their agent, hey, I want to, I'm ready, I sign up all the e-app, send all the info. But because the agent didn't have enough time, or rather the core team does not have enough time to submit it to HDB, that's it, no more chance to ballot. Yeah, so sometimes yeah, so that's why if you have any interest at all, please submit your indication of interest as soon as possible. If you don't have anyone to submit for you, you can always contact me, 87553110. I can help you submit. I'll send you all the information and make it easy for you to submit now. So ECs are subsidized in two ways compared to your regular condo. So the EC plot of land is a lot cheaper for the developer already. It's about 15 to 20% cheaper compared to your new condo prices. So that translates to about, as of today, it's I think almost $600,000 in savings compared to the other new launches within the RCR region. But RCR is a bit vague, right? Because Bayshore also considered RCR. Yeah. So let's talk about what are some of the key selling points of this development. The first is definitely the price. Price is last year's price, man. So this is affordable pricing. That's number one. The first reason is really the affordable price compared to other developments. In fact, this price, Auto Place that was just sold out, this is almost the same price. Yes, this is same price as a condo, right beside some modification, improvement, same price, yeah, as last year. Can you imagine? That's first. The second reason why I love this, fully sheltered the MRT. For those of you who stay near the MRT, you know how much of a privilege this is, being fully sheltered to the MRT. Yeah, so that's the second thing I love about this place. This provides value or long-term value in future. The third thing I like is the number of HDBs around. Because HDB upgraders, when they see condo, they think, or rather HDB owners, when they see condo, what do they think? I might want to upgrade to this place in the future. Yeah, because there's a lot of projects that lose money. A lot of them, if you know, a lot of them recently are in town, right? First is they buy in very expensive. That's first. Secondly, there's not many HDB around those expensive condominiums in town. Therefore, in future they want to sell. Who can they sell to? Foreigners. But foreigners now they want to buy, right? 60% ABSD, 60% tax on top of the price. So yeah, not many foreigners now. Boom, price falls. Well, of course, now I think the core central region, there's a new story. The prices have fallen so much that core central is getting attractive. Yeah, but attractive is subjective. So I think core central, the price is what, 2,400 per square feet is considered super, super, super cheap. This 1,600 only. Yeah, so a lot cheaper. Okay, so I'm going to end off the live stream soon. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I am ending my tour. This is the artist impression of the lounge, my favorite area, the gourmet dining lounge. This is the kids playground, as well as the gym. The gym is the size of a four-room HDB, by the way. It's like 80 square meters, or maybe a small four-room HDB. Yeah, so it's a really big gym. I did ask them whether they have a squat rack, right? Because most places don't have squat rack. They said they don't know. I was like, yeah, make it so big, but no squat rack for what? Okay, so thank you so much. Any questions, feel free to WhatsApp me or let me know in the comment section below. If not, I will see you guys soon. Take care. Stay safe, everyone.